The injuries we've had this season have been catastrophic. James Maddison did his ACL in pre-season, out for the whole season. Kulusevski had an ankle injury in May and is still not back fit. Dominic Solanke's only just returned to first-team football. Pat Sarr still away at AFCON. Bergval is out injured. We're waiting to hear the results. Bentancur is going to be out for 6 to 8 weeks, maybe 3 months. Kudus out till March. And now today, Thomas Frank has just confirmed that our top goal scorer, Richarlison, is now out injured for 7 weeks. And it's just like, it's one bad piece of news after another. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Every single time with this football club. We have to go out there and sign a forward. We need 2 forwards now. Now that Richarlison's injured, Tell, for me, and Solanke should both be involved this weekend against West Ham. What are the board doing? Today, we've got 2 new appointments. Heitinger is the first assistant now to Thomas Frank, and we've announced a new director of football. That director of football's first piece of business, apart from fixing the Hospital FC, fixing this squad where players are dropping like flies, go and get a midfielder who can pass the ball, someone like a Ruben Neves, and go and get a forward. Like, when you look at the players we've got available fit, Tell scored 3 goals this season. Solanke hasn't scored. Odebear's got 1 or 2 Premier League goals. We sold Brennan Johnson, so there should still be money left over. It just frustrates me so much. I try to be positive. I really, really do. You know, I've spent thousands of pounds on this football club over the years. I'm very passionate about Tottenham, but right now it's so hard to be positive. Thomas Frank, in my opinion, should have already got the sack. It's clear to see that they're going to back him and he's going to be the manager throughout the remainder of the season because he was heavily involved in interviewing and recruiting Heitinger, who is going to be his first assistant coach. I don't know where we go. I really don't. Make sure you go down and drop a like on the video if you haven't already. Make sure you go down there and hit that subscribe button. The road to 10K on this channel is well and truly on. We're nearly at 9,300. We've got a massive game this weekend against West Ham, in which is a 6-pointer at this stage of the season. But the breaking news coming out from Tottenham Tiers in the last 40 minutes or so is that Richarlison is out for 7 weeks of a hamstring injury, confirms Thomas Frank. And you know where you just sit there and just think, how unfortunate can we get? I didn't really agree with the Conor Gallagher signing. I think we've already got too many midfielders like that. You know, we've already got Paulinho, who can play 6. We've already got Gray, who can play 8. We've got Basuma returning back from AFCON, who can play 8. Pat Sarr will be back from AFCON in a week or so. We've got Bergval, who will be back from injury in March. Bentancur, who will be back from injury in March. Like, at this point, it's just replacing a body. I really don't understand it, why we signed Conor Gallagher. And now we've got Richarlison now injured. And when you look at the players we've got missing for the 2 Champions League games that are scheduled to take place this week, and for the other fixtures, Richarlison, Kudus, Maddison, Bentancur, Kulusevski, and Bergval, and Sarr out for this weekend. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 injuries. 7 injuries. Like, we've known about this injury crisis for such a long time. You know, this isn't anything short that we've had big injuries to Kulusevski and Maddison. You'd think they'd go out there and sign a creative player. You'd think they'd go out there and sign someone who can move the needle. You'd think they'd go out there and make huge moves. You know, we better be active this month. Our top goal scorer is now out injured. I think Richarlison's our top assister as well. I mean, Richarlison this season, you know, has got 7 goals and 3 assists in 13 starts. You know, the fact that our top goal scorer has just got 7 goals. And this season, we haven't been anywhere near the level, and the fixtures aren't getting any easier. West Ham, Dortmund, Burnley, Frankfurt still to play this month. The first 2 games in February are 2 Manchester clubs. Then look at those 3 fixtures, man. Look at our February run. Man United, Man City, Arsenal, and Newcastle. Then Fulham away, Crystal Palace, Liverpool, Forest, and Sunderland and Brighton. Our run between now and April is absolutely horrendous. Be honest with me. How many of these next games, these next, 6, 7 games, do you guys actually think we're going to win? Because we're going to be without Richarlison for every one of those games. Is Dominic Solanke up to speed? Like, our second highest goal scorer this season has been Van de Ven. Van de Ven, a centre-back, is our second highest goal scorer. Now, I understand the squad is nowhere near the level, and Thomas Frank, not everything is on him, but equally, the way he's deploying the current players isn't anywhere near the level. You know, it's been announced today from the football club that we have, of course, announced the first choice assistant coach, which is now John Heisinger, who people will know from his Everton days. People will know from being Arne Slot's first choice assistant. He was on that coaching staff at one point. He is now heavily involved, and we are delighted to welcome John Heisinger to the club for the first team assistant coach. I mean, yeah, okay, we're doing stuff to bring coaches in. We're doing stuff to bring in a director of football that the club have also announced. So, like, for me, this new director of football, Carlos Rafael Mawson, you better work fast because you are in a very, very difficult job now. I'm not going to lie. I am, yeah. Yeah, I'm looking, I'm getting sent notifications left, right, and center. You know, left, right, and center for the situation is football club. I've just literally been sent something about what I'm reading to you right now. Someone just tagged me in it on TikTok. I'm sitting here right now. I don't know where we go. Genuinely, like, if we go and beat West Ham and we bring a couple of players in, we can salvage something this season. Like, yeah. What do you, yeah. I don't know, guys. I really don't. I'm sitting here right now looking at this West Ham game, and the predicted lineup is this for us. With no Richarlison, it's going to be Kolo Muani. The back line picks itself. Does that really move the needle? Paqueta won't be playing for them because he's trying to force a move to West Ham. Paqueta is the sort of signing that we should be going out there and making. Paqueta, I would take Paqueta in a heartbeat. He doesn't set the world alight, but he is a good player and he's got something in his locker. He really, really has. Like, let me know your thoughts down below. Make sure you get your comments in on this because we are in a rut right now. I'm not going to lie to you guys. You know, Conor Gallagher is signed. Whether we like it or not, I will support him as a Tottenham player. Hopefully, he comes in and makes an impact against West Ham. But I just feel like we've got this player already. You know, we've already got this player. Yeah. We've already got him 2 or 3 times. In terms of this weekend, if we go out there and beat West Ham and bounce back, you know, from the FA Cup defeat and from Bournemouth, and then we salvage something against Dortmund, there's a lot to hold on to there. If we beat Borussia Dortmund, we're pretty much in the next, I don't want to say in the next round, but we would be very, very close to the top 8. As it stands, we're only a point away from the top 8. Somehow, some way, Tottenham could end up in the top 8 of the Champions League, be 14th in the Premier League. So you let me know your thoughts. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you soon. I'm out.